Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Florida Boy, and this is my EDC channel. Today is going to be kind of a fun video, not necessarily an unboxing, but more of just going over a recent acquisition of mine. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Let's get into it. All right, welcome back. So I recently did a trade with a buddy of mine. You probably see him in the comments, Z Wolfgang. He's an awesome dude, really fun to talk to, and we did a little bit of trading. I sent him a bunch of knives that I was thinking about getting rid of, and he picked out a few of them, and he sent me a few things. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at what he sent, and I've got them all right. Chaw. And a couple extra little things. So before we get into that, he totally didn't have to do this, but he sent me a cool little JO Ventures Outdoors. This is a coaster, which I think is really cool, and it's going to stay here on my recording station, just because I usually have a drink here. Talking so much, you know, kind of dries you out a little bit. So that's a cool coaster. That will definitely get some use. And the other thing he sent me was this cool Streamlight. Runs off of 2 AA's, and it's a type of polymer. But this is a cool light. This is going to go right into my truck. There we go. We'll turn it sideways just so it fits in a frame. Super cool. I'll probably do a video on this by itself, just because I'm going to carry it in my truck. So we'll see how bright it is, and we'll do all that cool stuff. So that's a cool light. Streamlight makes good stuff, so I'm pretty excited to check that out. I actually don't own any Streamlights, so that is my first one. So let me move a couple things off the table. We'll start off first with this box right here. So this is the Tucson 366, and I've recently had a small obsession with Tucson, and I have quite a few things on the way from Tucson, and you'll see the videos there. And I got flashlights and pry bars and some stuff on the way from them. So super cool. It was pretty funny that he sent me a message asking if I was interested in it. So this is the Tucson 366, and you can buy this in a couple different places. Probably the main place that people are buying this from is it was in stock on White Mountain Knives. I think it ran about $100, and we've got a titanium bolster or frame, as you can see here, and we got some brown micarta. The micarta is actually really nice. I've watched some videos on this. And my only thing that I'm just waiting to happen with this knife is I know that this micarta is just held in by glue, basically. It's got screw holes on the back, but it's held in by glue, so I don't quite understand it. But you know, some people never have problems, and I saw a video a guy posted where he opened his up and he was doing a review and the scale just fell off, or the inlay just fell off. So it's kind of funny. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me, but I got this stuff in a few days ago, and I have been playing with this knife. This was a user for him, and I put a little bit of a mirror polish on it. I've carried it for about 2 days now, just trying it out. I liked it. I love the Tanto style blades, or Tonto, or however you want to call it, Americanized Tanto-ish blade. So this knife is actually super cool, and like I said, not a review. This is more of just kind of going over the trade. These will have more comprehensive reviews once I've had some pocket time with it. But this guy, you do have a plain edge here. We can see that if camera's having a hard time focusing because of mirror polish. And it's 14C 28N, so pretty decent blade steel. I enjoy 14C, pretty nice. Of course, made in China. I don't see where it says it on the blade, but if you know Tucson, you know it is made in China. Action is pretty good. It is basically gravity shut. I did throw just a little bit of oil on there. I used my KPL original oil, and that seems like that helped the action out a little bit. When he sent it to me, it did need the detent, or the pivot screw just needed to be tightened just a hair. It was a little off center when I got it. Nothing big at all. I mean, this thing was in pretty good condition for it being a carry for him. So he's so funny, man. Man, he was so worried that, they might be used too much for the trade. And I was like, dude, it's a knife. Like, it's supposed to be used. It's cool that you used it. And now I'm going to use it. So I think that's pretty neat. And he was constantly, if you have any issues, just let me know. Oh man, he's such a nice guy. He was just so worried that wasn't going to live up to my expectation. I sent him a few. I sent him my Civivi Nox that you've seen in quite a few videos, and just a couple of my other little, I think like the Olight Parrot, just a couple other little knives that I don't carry so much. So I don't mind trading off some knives if they're going to get some use, And he's been a really, really, really good, really good guy. He comments on the videos. He's really active in the community. So I think they're going to a good home. I'm really happy with this. I really like this knife. Let's get into the next thing that goes along with that. Oh, I'm opening it before I even put it under. We've got another Tucson here. But this Tucson is a flashlight. And this is actually kind of cool. So I think I have most of the Tucson flashlights, at least, on the way. I've got one here now that you'll see a video on soon. I don't know if I'll drop this one before that video or not. But I do have another Tucson flashlight, and it was sent to me. It was DOA. It's a stonewashed titanium flashlight, and it only runs off of one AAA. This is a double AAA, and you can tell he carried this one. This one's seen some use. I'll probably polish this one too, if I'm being honest. I think this would look pretty cool polished just to match this blade. Why not? I think mirror polish is fun. So if we unscrew this guy here, we've got two AAAs. Thanks, man, for sending me some AAAs. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty basic. It's a titanium pen light from Tucson. Nothing insane. One click turns it on. One click, or you got to actually mash the button. We got strobe. There you go. So you have your low and your high, or I guess in this scenario it's high, then low, and then one more click will take you to strobe. This light's pretty cool. This is, like I said, this is the one that I don't have, or at least not on the way. I was bidding on one on eBay straight from Tucson, and someone sniped me in like the last 10 seconds, and I didn't get it. And yeah, I was pretty bummed because I kind of wanted to check it out. I love things that are shiny. So I was like, okay. So I was actually waiting to see another one of these pop up for me to be able to, acquire it. And he decided to add that into the trade. So super, super awesome. I really like this texturing. It's actually fairly aggressive, which is pretty cool. I like that whenever you grab onto this, you really feel like you're locked in. So this is a nice pen light, and we can see LED there. Overall, this will definitely see some pocket time. Pretty enjoyable. I really need to get one of the lumen meters from like JL Hawaii, from Jackson Lee over there, just so I can test these lumens. Because stuff like this, I tried to find out, and I don't think Tucson actually says what the max lumen of this is, but we'll find out. The last thing we got, this is a fixed blade, and from obviously Artesian Cutlery. And I was actually kind of surprised that he wanted to get rid of this. I heard him talk about it a couple times, and it seemed like he was pretty excited to have it. But I'm kind of a big, come on, get out of there. I'm kind of a big fixed blade guy. I really enjoy fixed blades. Less maintenance. They're easy to just pop out of your sheath or whatever you're holding it in. I've actually got my Bradford Guardian 3 on my belt right now. It has some. I'm still using the factory sheath. I haven't got to upgrade yet, unfortunately. I want one of those awesome leather sheaths with the pocket clip. I just don't know if I want to spend $100 on it. There's a lot of things on my list, and the Scout carry sheath that it comes with works well enough that I haven't found a need to spend the $100. But if I can find one on the secondary for a pretty good price, or if anybody wants to sell me one for, a decent deal, I'd probably pick one up. So this is the Artesian Cutlery Sea Snake, and this thing is pretty interesting. I was pretty stoked to check it out. It comes with a cool like neck knife type sheath, and of course it has your holes here on the side, your rivets, so you can hook up like a pocket clip or something else if you were wanting to not carry it as a neck knife. And I think that's pretty awesome. I think if you buy a Kydex sheath, or if you get something with a Kydex sheath, it should definitely come with that. So let's go ahead and pop her out, and we'll take a look at the blade here. And I love the blade shape of this guy. Oh man, these things are utility cut monsters. Just absolutely awesome. And this is what's this? More of a warny? Sheep's foot? Yeah, it's a warny. I almost said sheep's foot, but that's a warny. This should be AR RPM 9. Yes, it is. I haven't handled this a whole lot. I was kind of waiting to get this on the video. That's why I haven't really haven't clothed it off or anything yet. Let me see if I can grab. There we go. Clean her up just a hair. I'll probably do a little bit of something with this blade too. We've got just ever so slightly a couple little marks where you can see he's used it, which is cool. I love that. I love it whenever I see blades that have been used, because it's okay to be a collector, but it's I use all my stuff too. So you got a really, really nice finger choil on here. You can really choke up on this knife if you wanted to, or you can just rest back. So it's completely up to you how you want to hold this. Even resting back, behind the choil, I still get a 4-finger purchase. When I'm, fully locked in there, I have plenty of room, and I am so glad they did not put a lanyard hole on this, because I like the sleek design. I think it's pretty cool. This feels like G10. Yeah, pretty sure that's G10. We've got a satin finish on this AR RPM 9 blade. And this thing should come in, there it is. This thing should come in right under 7 inches, I believe. And yes, we are just shy of 7 inches, so we're about 6 3/4. So definitely a good size. Really, really think this is a cool knife. Let's see how she cuts. The RPM 9 that Artesian Cutlery does, that is a specific blade steel to them. It's a powder form steel, and it's pretty awesome because it is super, super slicey. And that was probably my fault on the cut. Get out of there. It was either my fault or we have just a slight. Yeah, so we got a couple little dull spots on the blade. Just probably needs a stropping. RPM 9 strops really, really well. So we'll see how it strops up. I'll once I do like my full review and stuff, we'll check out the strop. So this is the Sea Snake, and then we have this nice Tucson AAA flashlight, 2 AAAs, and then we have the 366, and love that blade style, love that Tonto. The only thing I can say so far is I wish that this thumb hole, I really don't think it is. It can be functional for some people probably, but I've got too big a paws. Same thing with the reverse flick. I can't get in there. My fingers are too big. And the jimping on the front, as you can see here, is super, super minimal. There's not a lot to it. So that kind of renders the front flipper almost completely useless. I can't front flip it. And it's kind of at an awkward angle too, because if I could front flip it, I'd be holding it like this, and my thumb or my finger be stopping the flipper tab, so it wouldn't actually engage. So This to me, this is going to be just a flipper, but the flipping action is great, and like I said, drop action is, you know, just ever so slightly on the encouragement, and she drops shut. So I like that knife a lot. I think it's pretty great. I can't wait to get some more pocket time with it and see how I enjoy it. And like I said, we are going to be doing a closer look at the Streamlight once I kind of want to look it up and learn a little bit more about it, and then we'll do kind of a review. It is 65 lumens. It says it has a 24-hour runtime though, so that's pretty awesome. Probably throw some rechargeable AA's in here. I don't see anything about not using lithium or anything like that. Yeah, so it doesn't say anything about that. So we'll have to test that out and see how it does. But man, I appreciate it. Thank you, Z. This is these are pretty awesome. I'm definitely excited to try this stuff out and get some full reviews on these. So I appreciate you, buddy. He should be receiving his package any day now, so today or tomorrow, and I'll hear from him and see how he likes his stuff, and we'll go from there. So that's going to wrap this one up, guys. We just wanted to take a quick look. We will do full reviews on all of this stuff, so stay tuned for that. And appreciate you guys being here. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. I post pretty often. Thanks again, guys. Catch you on the next one.